I think God has a funny way of testing us, right? And it's funny because I never really talk about God too much in my content because, to be honest, I don't want to be seen as one of these Instagram coach gurus that uses God to sell people. I try to keep my relationship private, but there's a couple lessons that I learned from the crash and the incident happened, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, it's a nice car. I love it. But I've never been the type of person to really put my happiness straight into materialistic things, right? Like, you should be getting your happiness from your purpose, from whatever you're working on, from you, right? Waking up, hitting the gym, being healthy, excelling at your job, your career, business, right? But I think there's a couple things that I learned from the incident. And I think number one is that you cannot get comfortable, right? Even though I've been crushing it with my coaching business, my content, everything's been going very, very good, right? But I think saying that in itself is the reason why it happened, the reason why I'm here. And I say that because in life, when you've been grinding for so long and you finally get towards that goal, you finally get what you desired out of life or hit that major achievement, it's so easy to just remain there, to forget the person that was working towards that goal in the first place, to forget the things you were doing to work towards that goal, the routine you were doing, the hunger that you used to have. And when you receive that one thing, it's very easy to just get in a comfortable spot. And even though I still been waking up every morning, doing my workouts, doing everything, right? And doing very well, I was getting to a point where I was just comfortably blowing money on stupid shit, on I betted 2,500 on the McGregor fight just for fun. Like, I could have used that for another mentor, for investments, you know what I mean? So I think that's one part of it. And it was just a big reminder that I got to keep excelling. What can I get better with today? What can I do today to work on the business, to get better with my content, to get better with my health, to be a better person for myself, for my family, for whatever the case may be, right? Now, the second lesson that I've learned is that you have to keep going, bro. Like, you have to keep going. God is going to test you in so many different ways. And I know y'all hear it all the time in videos and motivational posts, but it's true. When I got that car, the same day I got it, I went home and I made a video on my Instagram story saying how God is going to test you and things can happen and you can't put your happiness towards materialistic things. The next day that shit happened. God really wanted to see if I was about what I was talking about. And I think I've learned to adapt a mindset to where when things go wrong and things aren't going my way, I've learned to use that shit and internally, power it internally and just use that shit as fuel, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's so many of you guys, or maybe if you're watching this, you're going through something right now, you're a heartbreak, maybe same thing as me, right? You're just going through a rough patch right now. You don't even realize the power that you have right now. Like, I want you to realize that 99% of people don't get what they want out of life. They don't get the body, the lifestyle, the woman, the just everything, because they don't have something that's pushing them towards that goal. You see, when you're going through things and you're at the bottom and you're trying to figure shit out and you're struggling, first of all, the only direction you can go is up. You can't go any more down. You feel me? But on top of that, you now have something that's going to internally drive you to actually get yourself to where you want to be. You have that fuel now. You feel me? Everyone stays comfortable. They stay in the same positions. They don't excel towards anything because they've never been through anything bad that's going to actually make them want to change, right? Like, for example, even on the fitness side of things, I tell my clients and people that DM me every single day on my Instagram, like, oh, Miles, what's the motivation? How can I get in shape? I'm stuck right now. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to be the one of these type of guys that's going to tell you, like, oh, do this cheat code exercise. Like, everyone knows how to work out. Everyone knows how to eat clean, right? But at the end of the day, the thing that's going to make you get in shape is you finally waking up one day, looking yourself in the mirror and being like, damn, what the fuck happened? What the fuck am I doing? I'm tired of how I look right now. I'm tired of how I feel. I'm tired of not being able to reach my potential. I'm always talking about I want to do it, but never executing. Today's the day. And until something like that happens, you will never change. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Your mind will not allow you to do anything, to excel towards anything, if you don't have something push you. And I think me going through this incident right now and just having that happen, it gave me that new fuel. Because now I've been on top of my business. I've been trying to figure out ways for my content, my set, like everything. I've been on top of it now. So if you're going through something, a rough patch, whatever the case may be, you have to realize you're in the best position possible to finally take back control of your life, level the fuck up, and get what you want out of life. But again, until you go through something, you're not going to have that fuel, right? Now, the third lesson, and it kind of ties into what I was just talking about, is that can you just survive the test? I know you guys hear all the time, like the motivational videos, the entrepreneurs, the millionaires, they always talk about, it's just consistency. You just got to keep going. And truthfully, it is that, right? But more deep into that, can you survive the test? When you're on a mission to become the best version of yourself possible, to get in shape, to reach your potential, to scale your business, to start a business, whatever the case may be, right? You're going to go through so many down moments, so many rough patches, and it's simply a case of, can you survive the test? Can you keep going when things go bad? Can you keep going when you go through a rough patch, when you go through that breakup? Can you keep going when you lose the car? Can you keep going when a family member passes away, when you lose everything that you've had, the money? Like, it sounds crazy, and I know most guys' mentality is when going through something, they kind of take a step back. You cannot be like that, bro. Truthfully. And not even with this little thing happening, but everything that I've been through myself, depression, suicide attempts, being in $15,000 of credit card debt literally just last year, trying to bet on myself doing this content and coaching stuff full time. And it worked out because I made that bet, right? But in those lowest moments, can you simply survive the test? As long, y'all don't understand, you only lose when you give up. That's it. You only lose when you give up. Can you survive the test? When God is throwing all these things at you, when the devil's trying to test you, when all these things are going on, can you survive? Can you keep going? Can you simply look at yourself and be like, you know what? This is tearing me down right now, but I'm going to figure it the fuck out. If you can adopt that mentality, you will get everything that you want out of life. I swear, I'm not even going to say that. That's the key, right? I'm not one of these guys that blew up overnight with my content, with everything I got going for myself. Like, bro, I went 7 years in a row posting every single day, going through job to job, the depression like I was talking about, the suicide attempts, going through toxic relationships, being 20, 30, 40 pounds overweight at certain times. And I just kept going. That's all you got to do, bro. That's been my motto to myself ever since I started this shit when I was a junior in high school, every single day. I don't give a fuck what I'm going through right now. I'm going to figure it out. And more specifically, to help you out, there's only two ways you can go about things when you're going through instances, right? And this is the mindset that you need to adapt, right? It's one of two things: the controllables and the uncontrollables. First of all, controllables. If I can do anything myself to better help the situation or make a certain action and execute it to where I can make the situation better, let's take those necessary steps and do so right now. Other than that, if it's something that I cannot control, I have to detach from that, and I have to let go of my feelings towards that thing and just let it be. And with that being said, the whole detachment thing, that's the true test of if do you actually trust God. If you're going through something, you're over here worrying and stressing, oh my God, is it going to work out? I don't know about this. So you don't trust God. And that's one thing that I've truthfully learned from all this, other than the mini lessons I've been talking about in this video. I finally realized that I do trust God. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, when the incident happened, it wasn't even 24 hours, bro. And I was on the sidewalk and I was looking at the car and I was like, fuck, bro. But then I just had this overwhelming kind of like feeling and security of like, bro, everything's going to be good. I've been through worse before. And if God's brought me out of worse before, what is he going to do for me right now? The exact same thing. So again, like, was I a little bit in my feelings? Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful car. I just got it. I worked hard for it the past 8 years. But like, bro, first of all, it's materialistic. Like, it's a car at the end of the day. I'm in a rental right now. If someone can get me to A to B, I'm chilling, right? But I realized, I was looking at the car and I'm like, bro, I've been through so much worse. Like, if I'm gonna be over here stressing about everything, sad, depressed, and just let this shit ruin my week, then I don't trust God. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one thing that I've learned from this, is that I do trust God because I'm not stressing. Like, whatever I can control, if I need to call the insurance, if I need to do this, do that, then I'm gonna do it. And that's what I've done. But other than that, like, I just gotta let it be. I gotta detach from that. And that's like the best thing that I got out of this. And the best thing that I want you to learn too as well is that, again, keep going, figure it the fuck out. If you can't control it, then just let God handle it. He's gonna take care of you every single time if you put that faith in him. And just don't ever stop, bro. I don't give a fuck what you're going through. I don't care if you're homeless right now watching this. You got a phone somehow. You just gotta keep going. Like when it all happened, again, I knew God was gonna take care of me. So guess what? I still showed up. Next day, I'm back in the gym, 5:30 a.m. I'm doing my runs. I'm still posting 2 to 4 times a day on my Instagram. I'm still posting on my stories. I'm still texting my clients, checking in on them. My mentorship clients, I'm still texting them. I'm still being active in the group chat. Like, I'm still doing the same shit that I've been doing the past 8 years. You cannot let anything stop you, my nigga. You cannot let anything stop you. If you can adopt that mentality, you will get everything that you fucking want out of life. The body, the success, the mindset, the everything. Just keep fucking going. That's it. That's it. That's the one thing that I want you to learn from this video. Again, I know I'm a coach and I got all these followers, but it don't mean nothing, bro. We're all the same at the end of the day. And that's why whenever I do go through these rough patches like this, I try to make content about it and talk to you guys about it, because I want you guys to show the real side of this, the real side of me. And I want you guys to have that relatability. And at the end of the day, again, I'm no different from you. All I did was keep going. If you can learn that, you will get anything that you want out of this life. Keep fucking going. Don't let nothing stop you. If anything, this shit just turned me up 20 times more, nigga, for real. I don't mean to cuss in this video, but now I'm turned. Now I'm going harder with everything because of that. You feel me? That's the mentality that I need you to adopt. Go after everything you want in this life, but be consistent. Keep going. Don't ever fucking give up. Keep fucking going, nigga.